After being selected in the diversity visa program, there is a lot of activities that the selectee needs to do before obtaining a visa. Today I am going to look at the documents you will need to prepare in readiness for the interview. First, I want to thank you for visiting the Boundless Grind, the leading channel that connects you to the most up-to-date information and possibilities that can help you achieve your full potential in your lifetime. The principal applicant and all family members applying for a diversity visa program must complete Form DS-260. After KCC receives and processes the DS-260 application form for you and your accompanying family members, you will receive instructions for how to submit required supporting documents. Your interview will not be scheduled until you submit scanned copies of all required supporting documents. If you cannot obtain a particular document, send an explanation of why you cannot obtain the document, as an attachment in .jpeg or .pdf format, to KCC-DV documents at state.gov, with your case number in the subject line. You will bring the original documents to your interview with the consular officer. It is strongly recommended that you begin this process early. The applicant and each family member who will accompany the applicant to the United States will need to submit scanned copies and any required translations of original documents or certified copies of the documents from an appropriate office, authority, or issuing entity in your country. Do not mail any of the documents to the Kentucky Consular Center. All paper documents or correspondence mailed to KCC will be destroyed. One of the most important documents is the birth certificate. Each applicant must submit a birth certificate issued by the official custodian of birth records in the country of birth, showing the date and place of birth and the parentage of the applicant, based upon the original registration of birth. Important notice: you must submit a long-form original birth certificate. Short-form birth certificates will not be accepted. Some birth records may not be obtainable if, for example, the applicant's birth was never officially recorded. The applicant's birth records have been destroyed. The appropriate government authority will not issue one. In these cases, please obtain a certified statement from the appropriate government authority stating the reason the applicant's birth record is not available. With the certified statement, the applicant must submit secondary evidence. For example, a baptismal certificate that contains the date and place of birth, as well as both parents' names, providing the baptism took place shortly after birth. An adoption decree for an adopted child. An affidavit from a close relative, preferably the applicant's mother, stating the date and place of birth, both parents' names, and the mother's maiden name. Note: an affidavit must be executed before an official authorized to take oaths or affirmations. Court and prison records. Applicants who have been convicted of a crime must submit a certified copy of each court record and any prison record, regardless of the fact that he or she may have subsequently benefited from an amnesty, pardon, or other act of clemency. Court records should include complete information regarding the circumstance surrounding the crime of which the applicant was convicted, the disposition of the case, including sentence or other penalty or fine imposed. Another document you may need is the military records. Persons who have served in the military forces of any country must submit a copy of their military record. Note: military records from certain countries are unavailable. More specific information is available online on our Reciprocity by Country webpage. Another document is the police clearance certificate. Each applicant aged 16 years or older must submit all required police certificates. The police certificates must cover the entire period of the applicant's residence in that area. Be issued by the appropriate police authority. Include all arrests, the reason for the arrests, and the disposition of each case of which there is a record. Note: present and former residents of the United States do not need to submit any U.S. police certificates. You will of course need to submit a photocopy of valid passport biographic data page. You and each family member immigrating with you must submit a photocopy of the biographic data page of a currently valid passport. The biographic data page is the page with your photograph, name, date, and place of birth. Bring your original passport plus one photocopy of the biographic data page to your visa interview at the U.S. Embassy or Consulate. Note: do not send your original passport to KCC. You need this document to travel. Civil and personal documents may differ from country to country, depending on availability. There may be either additional instructions for obtaining civil documents in a specific country or additional documents required, depending on the U.S. Embassy or Consulate where you will apply. Again, thank you for visiting the Boundless Grind, the leading channel that connects you to the most up-to-date information and possibilities that can help you achieve your full potential in your lifetime. See you in the next video.